Celestial Guardians is here, and with it comes new and exciting cards to collect. But what if I told you this card is gonna change the game forever? Rare Candy format is here, and at the time of recording this, it hasn't even been 24 hours since the release of Celestial Guardians, and the entire meta has already changed. And it's all because of this one card, Rare Candy. Let's go ahead and read it real quick just in case you are unfamiliar. This card says choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it, skipping the stage 1. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a basic Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So what does that mean? Well, every battle you start with a basic Pokemon in your hand. Considering we've only got 2 in this deck and Charmander, or 2 copies of Charmander, you're going to always start with the Charmander. So you have Charmander in your active spot. That's your turn 1, right? You pass. Your opponent's turn 2, your opponent's turn 1, they do their thing, comes back to you. Your turn 2, turn 3, you put your turn energy on Charmander, you drop Rare Candy, evolve into Charizard EX, use Stoke, bringing 3 more energies onto this Charizard, goes to your opponent, they do their thing, passes back to you on your turn 3. On your turn 3, you have a fully powered Charizard EX hitting for a consistent 150 damage. What? Hello? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, this deck is cracked. Rare Candy format is cracked. We're going to get into some battles in just a little bit just to show you how good and honestly more intimidating than anything this deck actually is. This is very much high risk, high reward. Let me just say that first. This is very much high risk, high reward, but when it works, it's a pretty good reward. So let's go ahead, go into the deck profile, finish this out. I am running 1 copy of Pokeball. Just because 2 Pokeballs, the second Pokeball is just a dead card, man. We've only got the 2 basic Pokemon in our Charmanders. You're guaranteed starting with 1. Save that spot. My advice to you is if you're building a deck and you only have 2 basics, just use the 1 Pokeball. You're starting with 1 of them in your hand anyway. Then we also have 1 copy of Pokecom. Pokecom is just to get into our Charizard. We want to have the Rare Candy in our hand, so we have the Charmeleon. Charmander Charmeleon on the bench building up would be pretty okay to have that, but we want to get the Charizard EX on board in play as quick as possible, which is why we have some other cards in here to help do that. I did decide to run 1 copy of Giant Cape just because it is pretty beneficial to have a 200 HP Charizard. It comes in handy. 2 copies of Professor's Researches because you always want 2 copies of the Professor. 1 copy of Cyrus to bring a hiding Pokemon back into play and take it out. We are running 2 copies of Iono. You want 2 copies of Iono because you want to see her. She can get you out of a jam real quick. I was playing a battle earlier off camera and I had the Charizard and a bunch of supporters in my hand, and I didn't have anything. It was I needed to act now, I needed to do something. Hit the Iono and it ended up drawing into the Rare Candy and the Charizard, completely turning that battle around, and I ended up winning. So Iono is very good to have. You want 2 copies of every card that you want to see at least once per battle. Good rule of thought to live by. I do have the 1 copy of Red just to get an extra plus 20 on EX cards. Then a card in here that I'm gonna stand by. This is gonna be my hill to die on. Team Rocket Grunt. I know some decks are replacing this card with a Celestial Guardian, or what's her name? The Elder Celestial Lady, the supporter that lets you get a basic Pokemon from your discard pile back into your hand. Some are replacing it with a Pokemon Center Lady, which isn't a bad idea because of the status effect ability for Pokemon Center Lady. But Team Rocket Grunt is in here specifically because we are running probably one of the best decks in the game now, Charizard. We want to have some counters against it. Also, Giratina is still pretty popular. We want to have some counters against that too. So this card, you flip a coin and you flip until you get tails. For each head, you remove an energy. That is a very good way to take an opponent's Charizard offline. Also a very good way to get our Charizard taken offline. So you want to be careful of that going into battles. We do have the 1 copy of Sabrina as well to switch out just in case, I don't know, something pops up and we don't want to attack that. And then we are running 2 copies of the new Immersion. I do have the playset. humble brag, of Lily. Lily is awesome because she lets you heal 60 damage from one of your stage 2 Pokemon. And our play is to have Charizard. 60 damage for Charizard. Turn 3, we're pretty much knocking out whatever they're trying to set up on active. And we can drop a Lily down, heal up. They can come hit again and we can heal up. Not a lot of basic Pokemon, not a lot of stage 1 Pokemon do more than 60 damage. So, I mean, Lily is cracked. But yeah, this is the deck. This is the best way that I've learned how to run it. Again, you know, with a bit more testing, a few more days outside of the release. We might have some tweaks to make this a little bit more Charizard-y, if you will. But as of right now, this is the best version of the deck that I've been able to make for it. Let's go ahead, hop into some battles, and I can show you just how cracked Rare Candy actually is. Alright, here we go. I like your profile picture, dude. We're going first. That's perfect for this deck. Hopefully our hand is great. Our hand's pretty good. We got the Charmeleon, though. So, hey, we'll drop our Charmander, and we'll see what we draw. We got the Rare Candy in our hand, and the Cape. So those are two very good cards that we need for the strategy. Jigglypuff Shaman, you say? Alright, with the Lord, the King is in the back. We can't do anything on this turn anyway, so we'll just go ahead and end it. Obviously, you can drop the energy on Jigglypuff, hit for 20, yada yada. Alright. Rocky helmeting it too. Okay. I respect it. And there's 20 points to Charmander, and now it's our turn. And it's like, I can't even, bro. Oh man, let's go ahead, Rare Candy, and then get into our Charizard. How you doing, my guy? We will go ahead and put the Cape on him, give him that 20 back, and then we'll go ahead, we will stoke the flames, and yeah. Pass it over to you. See what you got, buddy. What you got for us? You got the Bidoof in the back, the Shaman, and the Jigglypuff, which is now a Wigglytuff. You're gonna Gentle Slap for 50? Okay, we'll take it. And then Professor. I respect it. That Jigglypuff is still so weird, bro. Just still so weird, bro. Ooh, Dialga coming out to play. How you doing? Are you gonna save your... No. You didn't save your Wigglytuff at all. You just let it go down. Well, now what are you gonna do? Because I have a Lily in my hand. I know you didn't know that, but I'm letting you know that I have it. So Charizard is almost back to full health. And Wigglytuff's going down. We are gonna do 20 back to ourselves because of the Rocky Helmet. But we are in a great shape. We really are in a great shape. Wigglytuff goes down. If he moves his Dialga forward, I mean, that's it. If he moves Bidoof, Shaman, his best bet, yeah, he conceded. That's what I thought. Alright, next battle. Nice to meet you too. We are going first again. Great for our deck. We are waiting for our opponent to return. We got almost everything we need. We got the Shiny Charmander, we got the Charizard, and we have the Professor in our hand. So, we're doing pretty alright. Arceus, how you doing, God? Nice to see you here. My turn. Pokecom, that's very good. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that good for our situation. It would be good if we didn't have the Charmander or something. And there's a Rare Candy and the Charmander. Bro. Alright, go ahead and end our turn. Unfortunately, he does get to, put an energy down first. I'm trying to do the math here on this one. Giratina in the back. Giratina Arceus. You got God and the Devil in this deck. I don't know how I feel about this. And a Zubat! Oh yeah, this is the Devil's deck. You need to get God out of there, bro. Broken Space below, nice going, good for you. And then there's our Charmeleon. Well, I mean, we'll go ahead, drop the Charmander. We'll go ahead and Rare Candy. We will go ahead and Charizard. Then we'll stoke the flames, man. Stoke the flames. And he's gonna drop an energy on Arceus, and it might be too late. Dark energy, psychic up underneath it. That's good for your Giratina. Double Giratina, you say? Okay. Whatever, dude. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna retreat out? If I were you, I would retreat out. You gonna save God? You gonna use Giratina's ability? Rocky Helmet? Man, all y'all just got Rocky Helmets. Is that the new meta? Alright, so that's gonna do 130. Right? 130. And then I'm gonna do 20 back to myself. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and Charmander here. That was a very good Dawn play. And he conceded already! Alright, dude, that's how it goes. Alright, our third and final battle going up against Jarnathan. I don't know why that name tripped me out so much, dude. I mean, we've got everything we need. Like, we don't even have to diddy-daddle with... Look at that Farfetch'd! That's a cool-looking dude! And another Rare Candy. You're just teasing. You're just teasing. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Alright, so Rocky Helmet, Professor, getting your 2 cards, good for you. Leak Slapping for 40, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's really gonna hurt. Okay, our turn. We got a Lily. We got a Rare Candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. And then we got our Charizard. Fully powered Charizard, bro. You go ahead and Leak Slap me again, dude. Go ahead and Leak Slap me again. We're gonna stoke the flames. We're gonna stoke it. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. This Rare Candy format is nuts. And the more that I'm recording, the more I'm playing with this, the more I'm realizing that... Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but something just fell. But anyway, it's the slap me for 40. The more I'm playing this, the more I'm realizing that a lot of people don't really know how to play against the Charizard right now. Granted, Celestial Guardians has only been out not even 24 hours at this point, but still, like, it's very intimidating. As you guys saw from our first 2 battles, just concede. As soon as Charizard hits the board and starts attacking, they just concede. If you don't have another bench, this is going to end badly for you, sir. You gonna Leak Slap me for 40? No, you're gonna Leak Slap me for 60. That's so mean. Alright, well, at least we saw this one. This wasn't just an immediate concede. I'm gonna drop my Charmander just because I want to see another shiny on my board. That's the only reason. Yeah, I'm BMing at this point. And then Sabrina, how you doing? Bring out Rayquaza. And he conceded. Immediately conceded. This is what this deck does, bro. Oh my gosh. This has been the easiest recording I have been able to do for Pokemon Pocket. Let me tell you. That's going to do it for the battles. I will see you guys again one last time in the recap. We're back here in the deck recap. As you guys saw from the battles, this deck is fast, hard-hitting, and super intimidating. And it's all because of this one card, Rare Candy. We are in Rare Candy format. I know I've said it a lot this video, but you guys need to understand just how crazy everything is now. How much more meta things are going to be, especially when you're playing PvP, you're playing ranked. We already had the first month of ranked. We already have the people that grinded, went to Master Ball, set themselves apart from everybody else, and this meta is just going to keep distancing the elite players from the rest of us. So the more you understand this card, the practice you get at getting better, utilizing this card, this strategy, this format of the meta, the better off you're going to be for going into battles, even if you don't want to play competitively. If you're just playing with your friends, nobody likes to lose all the time. And if your friends understand the rare candy meta more than you, you're going to lose all the time. So definitely get familiar with it, understand the decks and how they work, and just have some fun, most of all. But that is going to do it for this video. If you guys have any deck suggestions that you want to see me do with rare candy, comment down below, let me know. I'm looking for them, I'm open for them. There's a lot of really good decks that we can build something around with rare candy. But that is going to do it, and until next time guys, this has been Griefus saying later.